Hi, everybody. It's Alicia, and I'm here with
Winnie and
Orville.
Winnie. The other way. I know.
I did that last time.
I know. I'm like, it's the opposite way that you're thinking.
Yeah.
Like, there's Winnie.
For me, that way.
Yeah, go that way.
Happy to be here.
Alicia left. Orville, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm here at UTech. I'm pumped for the interview. Thank you for having me. Thank you for Internet Income Jamaica. It's a great opportunity. I was home for the entire summer. I was so bored and trying different things online to make money on YouTube, on Amazon affiliates, stickers at one point, and it was so exhausting because I was trying so many different things and nothing was really sticking. And I was wondering what I should do. And then honestly, I got the opportunity to be here on the program with Alicia, and it's been amazing so far. Thank you for having me.
Keep going, Winnie.
Have you slept since you started?
Well,
I know you've had a lot of orders.
3 days. I was at the point where I was going straight through. I was so hyperactive. I was so pumped that I couldn't sleep. I was online. I was just responding on Messenger and Facebook, liking likes, doing Fiverr profiling. I was going 2 days straight, and I said, no, I have to sleep now because after the third day, you start hallucinating and going to that point. So I said, okay, I don't go to sleep. Third day.
I messaged you, and I'm like, oh, I hope he got some sleep. You're like, no, I'm awake. I'm ready. Give me some more.
I'm always online. I'm trying to be online all the time to get customers messages. I'm always 30 minutes after I respond to the text messages. I try not to be too tardy. Yeah.
Yep. How was it building your Fiverr profile? Was it easy to set up? Did you have a lot of direction?
Yes. We got a lot of instructions from our mentor, Amanda. She was always there for us, night and day. I text her 2 a.m. in the morning, 3 a.m. in the morning, and I'm wondering if Monday's annoyed or tired of me. But she was never annoyed. She was always online, always responding. Orville, set us up. Do 3 pics, do a video, send out by request, and I was always pumped with her. And in some way, I guess that her motivation in the program actually allowed me to motivate myself in doing more the program as well.
Yep. And I hired you to do transcription. What other type of gigs did you put up on Fiverr?
Well, I have a lot of gigs on Fiverr. As you know, they allowed 7 gigs for a new person, new member. Have graphic designs, transcriptions, phone calls, marketing, marketing, promoting. I'm trying to venture into video editing avenue soon. So look at, I'll probably put a gig to say I'll edit videos, for YouTube and other areas.
Yeah. And I saw that you were a dental assistant. So do you have to stop doing that because of coronavirus?
Well, I'm actually a dental technician. We make crowns, false teeth, like gold teeth, mouth guards. Classes, we had classes via Zoom. So it's been, classes have ended now. So we're basically home, practicing and doing.
And how do you practice that from home? Is it like a lab on, do you work on your own teeth or neighbor's teeth?
We actually have a lab at school, but it's both a theory and a practical. We both do the labs at school and we do the practical at home. So even though we're not technically at school, we can still do theory and about oral cavity and prosthesis, dentures, etc. So it's both practical and theory.
That's interesting. Alicia, you have any questions?
Yes, Winnie, you're doing such a great job, by the way. Thank you so much. Like student interviewing student, couldn't get any better, right? So Orville, when Winnie first took the freelancing course and got into it, that girl did not sleep. Ask Layton, who was working with Winnie. She did not sleep, going around the clock doing her work and amazing things. And I know that just from all the work that she does on Fiverr and off Fiverr, as a freelancer, she's making thousands of dollars a month and you know, living life on her own term. Boss lady, Winnie, we can't see
I want to be just like her.
Winnie, what does your shirt say?
It says the dream is free, the hustle sold separately.
and I think that the hustle is what Orville has shown us, is what he, you know, really said, all right, I'm going to get my hustle on and I'm going to make that money.
Yes.
Orville, how old are you?
I'm 22. My birthday was June 18th.
All right. So you just turned 22. So you started
Yes.
working online at 21.
Yes, I would have 21.
Yes. When he noticed he said yes to this, it just showed me how old he thinks I am, but that is okay.
I'm sure you're pretty young. I'm sure you're pretty young.
If you guys are enjoying this interview, just say hi to Orville in the comment box. We're really glad that he decided to join us, and share this video. So click share it. Let's make sure that his story gets, you know, shared along, because it's through stories like his that inspire other people to say, okay, today is going to be my day that I am going to change my life, learn something new and apply it. So Orville, before you started working online, we know that you're here because of the NCB Foundation grant. You came in, you are rocking it so quickly. How many days did it take you to get your first order up after you had all 7 services set up?
It wasn't very long, probably like 4 days, 5 days, because I was constantly on the buy requests and the Fiverr app, and I was constantly sending requests per day were allowed. I had persons responding, but many responding. They were pushed to be with me as a client, as a seller, sorry, and they were asking me what services I offer. How can I assist them? Some persons wanted video editing to be done. Some persons wanted posters to be done. And it was like a great experience texting persons from all over the world. So persons in Jamaica, it's amazing. Persons have different way of texting, different way of communicating, and different needs. And I was ready to assist, because I find that customers being happy is the best thing. Yeah. And I will have return customers as Winnie's, which I'm very.
So, we know you've just started this. You haven't even been in it for what? Is this week 3? I think.
Yeah.
Or end of week 2, maybe. You've just
week 2 into week 3.
Yeah. So, what does your future look like as far as being an online entrepreneur? Is this something that you're going to continue to push and continue to grow this business? Tell us about your future and entrepreneurship and how it plays in together.
Well, most persons that know me as in person know that I'm very pumped about computers. I've always been online. I was always trying YouTubing, Facebook, everything. I'm always online. From high school days, I was always fascinated by the world can communicate just using computers, online, video calling. And I was it's just about the whole works about the internet of things, and how amazing it is. As it's my future, I want to be online. I want to be doing as much progression as I can in the industry. I love Fiverr. I love creating the gigs. I love getting customers. I love getting orders. I love making money. It's money. Yes, and I find that we're trained from small that we need to go to school and get the biggest degree out there and somehow, right? But you find that most persons have a lot of degrees and they have nothing at all. They're at home wasting time. Every day they get up, they eat and they sleep and they waste time. For me, that I always said that I find that the day is not long enough. I want more hours in the day. So I have to go into the nights, which is not really healthy, but it's the best thing to do, because I want to put myself out there, and I've always been trying. And I tell my JP that's Orville, that's suspense. I've been trying YouTube, graphic designs, Facebook stickers, Instagram stickers. Sorry, I want some stickers, and I'm saying one more stick, because scientists would say you can't do the same thing over and over again. and get the same and trying to get the same result. You have to change things a bit and step out of your space. If you're shy, if you're camera shy, you try to compose yourself and get yourself into being professional. If you're anywhere at all, you get there and make people see you and know you, because you'll be there in your box at your house on your TV and on Netflix wasting time, and persons like Alicia wouldn't know that you're even here. Person like really would know you're actually here, and can actually achieve as I have, which I'm grateful for.
And so you sound like you're also proud of yourself. How does it feel? How does it feel like that? It sounds like you're a high achiever, but you know, people want to know, how does it feel when you make that first money online? How does it feel when you get your first review? How does it feel that the work that you're doing now is completely and solely responsible on you? This is your business. How does that feel?
Well, as Jamaican would say, I feel big, like a boss man. First order, well, you know what the point when you start out and you're sending out requests, and then there's an incline there, and then and it's spiking. You're so pumped to get going and to make money. And from then, once you get that first order, it's amazing feeling, and it pushes you so much to just get more orders. You can't stop. You can't. I mean, Winnie would tell you, I'm up every night, just trying different things. It's amazing. It's amazing feeling, and I want to thank you so much, Alicia. You giving me the opportunity to be here. It's an amazing opportunity. Glad to be here on Facebook Live, seen by the world. I met persons at my house view, you know, persons prints and WhatsApp, persons different places, in different countries viewing me, friends all over, and I'm very happy that I'm here, and I can be seen because I work so hard. It's not easy to be a poor youth in Jamaica. Resources are limited, and if you don't make yourself known to the world, it can be really hard, it can be really tormenting, and I find that most persons turn to crime and violence because they don't have the ability to do the work, but because they're just so demotivated, they don't see the avenues to make things happen for themselves. And I've been in a point in my life where I was so in a poverty-stricken stage, squatter, nowhere to live, and I've always been motivated, academics, online, trying different things, because money is important, and I have my sister to take care of, my mom to take care of, and they have always pushed me, never demotivated me, always pushing me to do better in my schoolwork, in my computer studies, and I'm so happy that I got the opportunity for Interview for Nation Alicia to come online and do my best, and this I'll be pushing full force ahead in getting the work done, filling more orders, getting more money.
So what do you say? Let's talk to the youth right now. Let's talk to the young people. Since you fall into that category, just turned 22.
Yeah.
Let's talk to the youth who maybe they are in college, just graduated, never went to college, you know, just out of high school, but they're not sure what to do. Now is a really difficult time for people, unsure of what to do, unsure of what the future holds. If you're in college or graduated, how are you supposed to get a job now, right? It's really hard to get a job right now. Where are the jobs? Everything has gone digital, online. Jobs are, you know, I'm really worried about the tourism sector and how long it's going to take for that sector to come back, right? Even when the hotel opens, that doesn't mean those hotels are going to be packed and everybody comes back to their job. So what do you say to those young people who are a little bit lost and they're not sure if this is an option for them, and they're saying, Orville, is this an option for me? What do you say?
I would say, what do you have to lose? You have nothing to lose. It takes little to no money to get into Fiverr, into the online business platform. I would say get in touch with Alicia as soon as possible, to get the courses, to get into her program, to get the courses online, to start learning. As she said before, it's virus time now, COVID-19 is on the rampancy, and most business places, even if they're open, no, they won't get on track as much as they would have months ago. So every time now you're home, it's first time. Most persons have internet at home. I also have internet at home. Computers, it's a digital era. Persons have their laptops, their computers, their Wi-Fi. I would say take a break from the Netflix and,
Yeah.
and yes, and then get into somewhere where you can make a little bit more money. Give yourself some money and not give Netflix all the money.
Yeah.
And as it relates to the persons leaving high school, about to leave college, university, I found that I was at a point where I wasn't sure what I wanted to do in the future. Sorry, I was so perplexed because I was saying I'm so annoyed. I don't know what to do. I've been trying. I wanted to become an architect at one point, doctor at one point, dentist at one point, a drawer, so many things. And honestly, right now I'm still not sure what I want to do in terms of career wise, but I know what I want to do now, which is 5 businesses. Because yes, it's amazing. You're making money in US dollars. I don't want to discredit Jamaican dollars, but persons who know the value of the US, it's much more powerful than Jamaican dollars. Even though it is also good, Jamaican dollars are also good, but you're home, you have the internet, you have the computers, your mom or dad is paying the bill for you. Don't watch Netflix anymore. Just get on into the Fiverr and learn something and motivate yourself and push yourself, make some money.
Yep.
I like how you said to push yourself. So, you know, we were talking about, or Winnie was talking about with you in the beginning, how you've lost some sleep. And Winnie helped me to create a post on Instagram the other day that said, if you're not willing to lose sleep over it, you don't want it bad enough, right? And I'm not talking about the fact that people have to stay up all night. That's not what that's about. What that's about is saying if you're not willing, meaning, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm not willing to turn off the Netflix. I'm not willing to turn off my phone and focus on my business. I'm not willing to get up earlier in the morning or go to bed a little bit later to do my business. When we talk to those type of people who say they're not willing, then online entrepreneurship is not for you. Go do something else.
No. It takes hours, lots of hours.
It takes a lot of hours, right?
Yes.
And so I think that somebody just said it's a pandemic-proof business, right? Working for yourself.
Sure is.
It sure is. But there's something that you have to know when you go into this business, and that is that you have to be hungry for it. You have to be willing to lose sleep over it. And you have to, as you said, push yourself. How do you push yourself, Orville, when the pushing gets tough, when it's tough because you're tired or you'd rather watch Netflix than deliver to a client? How do you balance your time, your energy? And when there's no one around to push you, how do you push yourself? A lot of people that are listening to this right now, they have no one around to push them. In fact, there's plenty of our students who their family didn't believe in what they were doing. Nobody believed in them, but they had to believe in themselves. They had to push themselves. How do you push yourself when there's nobody else there to push you?
Within life, I've learned in life that there are the persons that will push you, but there comes a time where persons will not push you, and persons have there are persons who don't have anybody to push them. I was fortunate enough to have persons to push me throughout my life in my success, but there comes a point where you have to rely on yourself to push yourself. When you're at home, your mom is sleeping, your sister is sleeping in the next room, you're there and you're tired and your eyes are watering, and there's something happening with you. The stress, the fatigue, typing hours, video editing takes a lot of time, effort. I would say push yourself. It's hard to push yourself because you don't know what outcome will be, but just find small things to motivate yourself. Find things like customers will be happy that you created a product for them, whether it's transcription product or a video. They'll be using it for going forward. If it's not there for the customers, you will not get any money. Think about the money, which is important. So that's a big plus for persons that want to get into the online platform business. Money, which is important and should be a motivation to go forward. And just for me, it's just about being creative, expressing myself any way I can, and I find that in me being creative and expressing myself fully, customers will be pleased after, and I'll make money after. So I would say start with yourself and be happy with what you do. Don't just get into it because you want to make a big box at in a day's time, because it doesn't work like that.
Right.
Within the hours, ensure your Fiverr is set up perfectly, graphics are all right, videos are all right, everything's neat, grammar free. At least I would say grammarly. So go through your Fiverr, ensure you have all platforms set up, 3 pictures, a video if you can, a PDF file if you can, to showcase your work. The description is well on point, with everything. And Amanda would say, everything is there, that customers can search and find your product in a GP, because it's all about SOE, the words that you use in the description that persons will search and find your business. And I would say promote as much as I can on the Twitter page, in the Facebook page. Persons will all are out online, and they will see and want your service, and see that you're a very motivated person. Person will do a lot of work for them, and then make their business profitable. So I would say, just be motivated, motivate yourself. When you're at home in the nights, just keep strong. Listen to music if you can. I find listen to music to stay up, and just computers and the online space, and just pump yourself. That's always what I do to get myself going in the nights. And I find that when I start at 9 p.m. in the night, and I start doing work, I can't stop.
You can't stop.
It's sweet this one. It just goes. I'm just there, and I'll be there, and persons at my friend was saying, "Are you not sleeping?" I said, "No, not sleeping. I can't sleep." Actually, so much. It's pumping so much that I can't sleep. I can't fall asleep. I'll just be there, going. And then Winnie would say, "I will sleep today. Sleep in the morning." I'll say, "I'll sleep in the morning." And then
Yeah, I sent him a job for 2. I sent him a job for 2 days, and he sent it back in less than 24 hours. I'm like, I did this so we can get some sleep. But he sent it back in 24 hours.
I was so pumped to help, and I wanted to impress Prince.
You did impress me.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Winnie, how do you push yourself when there's, nobody? I know you have support, but how do you push yourself, and what advice do you give to people who need to push themselves? Because one of the things that me and you both hate is excuses, right?
Yes.
I'm always like, you can't make money and excuses at the same time. I just can't take excuse people. So what do you say to people who, get them out of that mindset that there is even an opportunity to leave an excuse? Like, there shouldn't be any opportunity to leave an excuse, but how do you, when you talk to people about pushing themselves and getting rid of the excuses, talk to people, give them some advice.
I mean, if you want to make money, you got to work. It is not going to come free. You have to do the work to make money. And freelancing, it's so rewarding. At first you work so hard, you're learning everything. But once you start getting orders in, once you start getting reviews in, your business is going to climb, and you're going to be so motivated. You're not going to want to stop. It's like freelancing drug. You just want to keep going. Right, Orville?
Yes.
I see that smile on your face.
Can't stop. I'm pumped right now. I want to go home and do some more work.
Yeah. Yep.
Because the word is great, and I have to get on the ball, as my teacher would say in high school. Get on the ball, Orville. Get on the ball.
Yep. Once the orders come in, you just can't stop. You want to keep going. You want to keep making more money. You want all the reviews. You want to tell everybody how well you're doing. And that just motivates me even more when I have orders come in and I give Orville stuff and he comes back with great communication. I love that about you. You had great communication with me, and I wish for everybody great communication. You did it on time. Look at you're just smiling ear to ear. It's just so great.
I'm a smiler. Persons who know me that I love to smile, I love to laugh. I'm not quiet. I'm always smiling. I was motivated even when things are bad. In the good times and bad times, I was smile, always motivated, pushing others, helping others, volunteering. I'm always a kind of person, happy person. So I find that laughter is best.
You always gotta stay positive.
Yes.
And we have a question here from Tresan. She's asking, what was the response from your first customer like? What was their review and the response like?
Well, customer, he was happy. He was saying, wonderful video. It was an amazing experience with you, being with you. he'll be looking forward to me to hire me going forward in his business ventures, because he has a lot of more posters in his graphic his social media pages to create, and it's a new business he's doing now, and he wants to go full force with me ahead, and I'm happy for that. Return customers are the best because you got a constant source of revenue over a period, not just a one-time job and then it's gone.
Right.
It's about building lifelong communications that will sustain you throughout the fiber period, and make more customers, and then tell another customer, and they will go worldwide that Orville is the best, and then I'll make more. So that's the best thing.
Orville is the best. Orville, Carol wants to remind you that you're a motivator, but be mindful of the importance of sleep. So just still remember to get some sleep. And I always like to say, you know, I tell people, if you're not willing to give up sleep, then you don't want it bad enough. But I'm not saying that you shouldn't sleep, because we sleep. It's
maybe
just
like 30 minutes to an hour.
It's just that when you're starting off your business, it's kind of an acronym for sacrifice as well. When you're first starting off your business, you have to make sacrifices, whatever they might be in your life. You have to make sacrifices. Somebody posted, it was Mike posted, that he doesn't even watch Netflix anymore. He's got a flat screen on his wall, but it's just hanging on the wall like a picture, because he's more interested in learning, right? And
that's
so
great.
I tell people the last time I had a TV was in August of 2010. So it's been, 20 years without a TV, unless I'm traveling in a hotel, I've got a TV. I'm not saying I don't have TVs. I have TVs for my guests when they visit me, but I don't turn them on, right? So I had an apartment in Jamaica where I had a TV on the wall for 6 years, and the remote was still in the plastic that it came in. Like, I had never taken it out. So my mom came to visit me once, and I had to figure out how to turn on this TV, right? So it's just about what you're really willing to give up, and it's kind of an acronym. Carol says, wishing you the best in your 2 careers. And long term is the key. Now, let's take a break for just a quick minute, because Orville, Lorette, and Winnie worked hard over the weekend to put together a package for those people who would love to take a course and jump in, but maybe finances is an issue, so they needed a special deal. So I'm going to show the flyer on the window. Sorry, I'm going to share the screen with the flyer really quickly. And then we can talk about this. Winnie, hang on. Let me remove some of these banners. So we have running currently right now. And Winnie, if you want to talk about this, since you and Lorette are the ones who set it up, feel free to jump in. But for the next 7 days, you can take half off any course that we have. You go to our Internet Income Jamaica page. I'll put the directions in chat. And then every course is different in how the checkout page looks, but basically there's always a page to put in a coupon code, and they set it up so whatever page you put up, you just put in the coupon code half off. So this week only, pick any course from our course catalog, learn and save, 3 easy steps. Go to internetincomejamaica.com/courses, pick a course. At checkout, use the code half off. So I can actually go live to the website to show you guys how to do it. But Winnie, do you want to talk a little bit about, you and Lorette, as you guys put this together? What were you guys thinking? What was in your mind as you put this offer together?
Well, we just want to make sure that everyone can get a course, and we know with the grant, we had the grant, and some people were not led into that. So we wanted to give this out to everybody. So it's 50% off a course. Everything's half off. And like Alicia said, you just got to go to Internet Income Jamaica /courses, and you can just put half off at checkout.
All right. So let me go over to the web page really quickly, and let's look at that. Let's look at the website and how we can get there. So you guys should see the website now. So I'm just on the home page. And then at the top, it says Home, About Us, and Courses. I want you to click on Courses. And this takes you to our course page right here. Now on this course page, you can pick any one of these courses and get them for half off. So let's say that you're going to pick Get Paid to Type. You click there to get started on Get Paid to Type. It's going to ask you to fill in some details. So I'm just going to fill in some details. Hang on one second. Let's see. So you're going to have to do the same thing here. Fill in these details.
It's still stuck on the same. It's still stuck on courses page.
Oh, thank you for that, Winnie. Screen, share screen. Sometimes I have to reshare it. Chrome tab. Yeah, different tab.
There you go.
So I was just showing an example. So now I'm on the Get Paid to Type page, and you guys can, you know, read this page or just simply scroll down to the bottom where you're going to buy it. Click order now. You see that it's $47. And now you're just looking on the page for a place where you can put in the coupon code. So here's the coupon code. Half off is the code. And then click the apply button. And look at that. It took half off the cost of the course. It just slices it in half, like boom, half off.
Boom.
That easy. So that you guys can get half off. And half off is one word. So we put it in it at one word. I'm not sure if it'll work if it's two words. But I think these coupon codes have to be one word. Yep. So you have to put it as one word, half off, not correct English, but correct savings. So put it in and you can get the courses at half off. So you can pick any course that you want, get it at half off. If you want multiple courses, yes, you do have to buy them separately. So you'll, you know, if you want Design Masterclass, you're going to click on Design Masterclass, fill out the information on the first page. It takes you to the second, and then you put in the coupon code half off. So that's really it. But we're excited about it because we do want as many people as possible to get on and take the opportunity to learn, right? To learn something and to make sure that you, when possible, that you have the opportunity to jump on something. So it's a great opportunity put in front of you guys. Really encouraging you to jump in on this while it's here. It's only here for 7 days. It's a special. So thank Winnie and Lorette for their little brainstorming session. And I'll show you guys the information on how to do it one more time. Let me just show. Latoya says, great offer. Chinga, I'm going to put up our customer service. So let me put up our customer service info really quickly for you guys. If you need support, write this down. Our email is helpdesk@internetincomejamaica.com, and you can WhatsApp 876-364-6969 or 876-364-7044. If you need to order a course by bank deposit or another method of payment, I'm going to ask you to WhatsApp that 374-7044 number, or here is Dwight, so that if you need any help that you can WhatsApp him and he will help you arrange other ways to pay for the course. We know sometimes people have trouble doing it with the online way, so we're going to let you guys do that. So if you have trouble, you can WhatsApp Dwight. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. But I have some questions. Nardia says, will you be offering the Teaching English course? Yes, that course should be coming up on there in a few days. So we'll send out an email to everyone, letting them know when that is there. Shanika says, wow, I'm jumping on it today. Thank you, guys.
Yay.
Welcome. Yay. Latoya says, great offer. Yes, thank you. Thank you. You should always be making offers. So we should always be examples to you in your business. You see how we're making this offer? So even if you're doing transcription, think about, how can I make an offer to my previous clients and give them a good deal now? So you could tell them something like, hey, if you buy one of my transcription services now, I'm throwing in a free summary to you as a previous client and my July thank you bonus that's coming up, or whatever you want to do. But we're making offers to you. What kind of offers are you making to your clients? Those who already have a business, when you look at the things that we're doing, you say, oh, that's a good idea. A half off offer. Let me go to my clients and tell them, hey, I've got a buy one, get one free offer. I know that I do 5 social media designs for you, but when you order from me, just remind me of my buy one, get one free, and I'll do 10 images for you for the price that you used to pay for 5 before. It expires on June 30th. This is my spring sale, whatever you want to do. So think of different ways that you can make offers to your previous customers that'll bring them in. And even when you're setting up your gigs, at the top of your gig, you can have something with stars there that says summer special. It's now buy one, get one free. Every package you order from me, I will double it, right? So when they're looking at that, they just see your special offer and you highlight it and it gets their attention. You need to be different, stand out, and always be making offers, right? It's a thing that we say, ABS, always be selling, always be selling, always be selling, right? So when one sale is over, what's the next sale that you can offer, right? What's the next sale? So Nikisha says, wow, I'm sharing this so more people will know. Great offer. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So some quick questions. Sanaya said, I started my first gig, but my light went out. What do I do next? You log back into your account under selling, look at your gigs. It's in draft mode and continue working from there. Winnie, I'm going to give this one to you. Claudia says, I feel inadequate right now based on some of the other buyer offers I've been seeing, or she's probably saying based on some of the other sellers that she's seeing, she feels a little bit inadequate. How do you get over that feeling of, oh, there are people out there with offers that look better than mine. Their gigs look better. Their pictures look better. How do you get over that?
I mean, just don't pay attention to that. You're here to build your own business. So feel proud of your gigs and your offers, and you'll get people to come to you. I mean, some people's pictures are not even themselves. So my pictures on my Fiverr are of myself, and I haven't changed it. And I don't even look like that anymore. But I just have, my offers, and I just keep going with it. I just don't worry about what other people's look like.
That's right. And Orville, what would you say to that as well?
I would say you've gone onto the Fiverr platform and you've seen all these beautiful gigs and beautiful offers. I would say just be yourself. Whatever you're doing, if you're doing transcription, make the best of it. As I said before, it's all about customers coming back to you. So try to build a strong bond with customers, and no matter what others look like, how pretty they are, how fancy they are, just be yourself and be motivated and push yourself, and customers will come to you.
That's right. And Andrew says, you are you. It's like be you, right? You are you. So that is so true. And she says, what about, she sees sellers doing things that she can't do yet, right? So buyers wanting things that she can't do yet. You don't have to know how to do everything. Focus on one thing and be really good at it, and then keep building that and keep learning. So it's the reason that we love having so many courses is because if you are like me, if you're like Winnie, if you're like Orville, you always want to be learning and building that knowledge base and your skill set. Never stop building your skills. Never. The only time you should start building your skills is when you're not. Stop building your skills is when you're not here anymore. But as long as you are here, you are building every single day, right? I talked to a guy who is in our Freelancing Genius program. He's retired. I think he's in his 70s. And he said, you know what? I don't even know if I'm going to set up an online business right now, but I'm so enjoying learning search engine optimization. And I've used the plugin you guys teach, and I've optimized my own website. And this is the best that I have ever felt in retirement, all the years that I've been retired. And it's because he was feeling empowered because his brain was working again, right? Learning something new. Your brain, your body, we're built to always be learning and to always be adding to that brain. So keep adding, right? Nikisha says, Keep reinventing yourself and your gigs if you need to. Research hot categories.
Yep.
Think of a skill you're good at and practice, practice, practice. Learn something new to make yourself marketable, right? So Mike says, if you feel other people's offers are better than yours, then all you have to do is learn from them and do your research. So true. Simone says, on the buyer's request, I'm only seeing one set of job offers and I have up different gigs. Winnie, why would that happen that she's not seeing a whole bunch of different buyers offers?
You can always search in there. So sometimes I'll search for transcription and then a bunch of transcription buyer's requests will come up, or virtual assistant. So whatever you're looking for, if Orville's looking to do videos or graphics, you can just search the bar for graphics and a lot of buyer requests will pop up.
Very good. Shanti Pretty says, any advice on how to niche down as a virtual assistant so you don't stretch yourself too far? I know you're doing virtual assistant work, Winnie.
Yep.
I would say on this one, when you're setting up your description of what you do, put in there exactly the things that you do.
Yep.
So that you don't feel that you stretch yourself too far. And if someone asks you to do something that's not on your list, say,
Yep.
I'm sorry, I currently don't do that, but I do these things. It's just up to what you want to do.
Yep.
But what would you add anything to that, Winnie?
Nope, that's exactly what I do. I just make sure I don't put something that's going to take too much time. My VA, I put transcription separate from my VA course, so it's a different gig. So you might want to be able to do that and just have VA doing data entry, appointments. So just whatever you're comfortable with, just put that under VA and it won't overwhelm you.
That's right. Okay. Orville, how many hours do you work per day?
Look at his smile. He's so excited.
Well, I'll say I work around the clock. Around the clock, I'm always on Fiverr, always texting, always editing, always doing different things. So it's a full-time job. You're home. You're not on the road. You're not walking on the streets. You're home. You're free to do. You're always online. Be always online. Be always texting. Be on time, responding to customers. Always creating new gigs. Everything that you need to do, always be online. It's about online, being on the computer. It's all about online. So you're gonna devote only 2 hours every day for work. You have to be around the clock. And as persons viewing say that you need sleep, I would say probably some sleep, but not much.
But you're also
He's like, I don't need
out,
sleep.
and we all remember those days, right, Winnie?
Yes. Oh, I remember. I didn't sleep for months.
When you're just starting your business, that's happened.
Yep.
You have to put in that effort.
But it's worth it. It's going to be so worth it. Like, I'm so excited that I did have my own business.
And Winnie, what would you say has been your best month in your business? The online. We know you're a freelancer, so you do work for, different companies as well. If you could combine it all, what would you say has been your best month?
Probably about $6,000 in a month.
$6,000. Look at Orville's face. You can see all of his teeth.
I know.
Make that face again. We want to see those big eyes, Orville.
One day.
You'll get there. You will get there.
Yeah, thanks for that, Winnie. How many of you would love to make 6,000 US online? Give me a 6,000 in the comments. Remember, we only talk US dollars, but if you're like, saying yes, Winnie, I'm following right behind you, right? And Winnie, what would you say to someone who says, "Oh, I can't do what she's doing. She's probably smarter than me. I won't."
You know what?
$1,000.
I texted Alicia yesterday and I said, "Oh my gosh, I am so slow today." Sometimes I feel like my brain is just mush, but once you start doing something like transcription or VA, your brain is like, it just knows what to do. You automatically start doing it. No one is not smart enough. Everyone is very smart. You'll get it. You'll start doing it. You'll start churning out work. You'll start making money. I mean, once you just start learning something, it's just nonstop from there.
It's just nonstop, right?
Yep.
Claudia says, I'm inspired, Winnie. When I start earning 6K, I'll be rich. Right? So she's excited for that. And yeah, we're talking US dollars. I know we have people on here. I've seen some people not just in Jamaica on here, but I know we've got some from other countries as well. But yes, the currency of the internet is US. And in Jamaica, a US dollar goes real far compared to a Jamaican dollar.
Yeah.
So if you, I'm not talking to people in the US right now, I'm talking to every other country. But the thing I like about the US dollar, so when I went and I taught in Nigeria and in Africa and South Africa and countries where the US dollar is stronger than your currency, it's great to earn in a currency that has more weight than your current currency because it allows you to live better, go farther. Our students in Malaysia that make US dollars, they're like, this is the most amazing thing on the planet, right?
Yeah.
So you want to, I'd say for our students in the UK, they're like, but for our students in other countries, that's very motivating. Simone says, Winnie is so awesome.
Oh, thank you.
So Winnie, we've got a question from Do Right Trucking. What kind of services do you offer?
I do transcription. That's what I started doing. And then I do VA work. So just those two. And I also, I've been doing social selling, which hopefully me and Alicia will have a course out soon on that, and social media management.
How long?
So I do a bunch of things.
I know you do a bunch of things, right? And you're always learning. Geez, you are always learning, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Addicted to it like me. Sharon says, Winnie, how long did it take for you to build up to that earning of $6,000?
Well, when you first start your business, it's pretty slow because you have to start getting your orders. Like Orville said, you have to build out your Fiverr profile, buyer request orders. I mean, it took me a couple months of no sleep, but once I started getting orders in, I started getting a lot of reviews. I got my first client. I helped her do over 200 transcriptions, and she put it all into a book. I mean, that was probably that's like the most excited thing ever in my life. Like I was just she sent me the book in the mail.
Wow.
And, I mean, yes. And that was so excited about that, but it's going to take a while, but you will get there.
Wow. It's a really good feeling, right, Winnie?
Mm-hmm. Yes, very good.
The feeling is unlike anything when you get that, that those reviews and the people that are grateful to you, right? That client sent you the book in the mail. That shows she had an enormous amount of gratitude towards you and couldn't have done it without you. So, So this is for Orville. Orville, what advice would you give someone who has 7 gigs up, checks buyers' requests, advertises their gigs often, but hasn't gotten any clients yet?
I would say it's all about chance. You're sending those requests out. I would say make those requests as appealing as possible. Not too long. You want to make it professional, but you want to make the customer know that you're friendly. They can relate to you. Can text you at any time. I would say make those make sure you read exactly what the customer wants. Don't deviate from what they don't want to do, because they might read your request and you have a lot. You're getting a lot of responses on their end. They have to scan through and figure out what exactly was offering the best. I would say read what the customer wants, understand, think deeply what you can offer the customer, how to make their business or their product the best that they want. I would say always continue promoting despite the fact that you're sending out those requests and not getting any orders. Doing all those things, nothing happening at all. Just continue to be as best as you can in the online space, send out those requests, optimize those big offers, make them as distinct and as clear as possible, as grammar free as possible. And just be courteous to your customers, because I find that customers like smiling persons.
They do.
And smiling is best. Nobody wants to associate with a person that is always angry and always sulking, never online. Always be online. Online is the best because customers will scan through their list and see who's online and just send a offer. And they want persons who will always be there 24/7 for them, night and day. And they don't have to wait like 3 hours to get a response from them, because nobody wants to wait 2 hours, 3 hours to get a response when you text.
True.
Yes, so it's always about just be motivated. Don't feel sad because you're sending out your requests and not getting the orders. Just continue doing those, promoting on Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. Clients, if you have principals, persons who might require your services, doesn't have to be always on Fiverr. Sending out persons in Jamaica will apply for your product as well. So it's just about being motivated, pushing yourself. Don't mind the natalers. Persons always have native to say, persons will always say, I really can't do it, or will this, or will that. You can't become big. Don't mind the name. Just always be smiling, be happy, and just know that around the corner there's a light that will shine so bright, and just push, and go full force.
I love that. I love that.
So Orville, do you keep on your notifications on Fiverr so you know when someone messages you?
Yes. What I did, because I'm so computer savvy, I would like to brag. You know that tone that rings when you get a message on Facebook or WhatsApp. I went online and I did research and I tweaked. I created a voice that talks. So it would say, Orville, there's a message on Fiverr. Orville, there's a message on Facebook, and it tells me that a customer sends me a message on Fiverr because it said, Orville, message on Fiverr, etc. So I would know without even having the phone in my hand that a person texts me on Fiverr, because it would tell me that a person's on Fiverr texting me.
That sounds like a gig right there, Orville.
Yes,
that is.
I mean, that sounds like money to me.
And when that comes in, you feel, whoa, we said, whoa, there's a customer, you run to it and you get on there and texting. And you're trying to find out what the customer wants. How can I assist them? You be courteous, be smiling, enticing to them, and they'll respond to you and appeal, and they want to say, oh, wow, I'm motivated, I want you to do my product for me, do my video for me, do my designs for me. And then they'll just be texting. And this is what it's about. It's about person-to-person communication, being courteous and being friendly, and persons will actually come back to you. Return customers will come back to you and want your product over and over again, because you're such a kind person, such a motivated person, and it's I would say it's about motivation and pushing.
So you kind of touched on this already, but Andrew is saying, how do you change your response time displayed on Fiverr? So if you don't have a good response time, how would you get that response time up? You touched on it, but let's specifically answer this one, Orville.
When a person texts you a message and they want to response time, as I said before, you'll always ensure that you're always online. So the first thing is that you'll always ensure your phone is always online, never on airplane mode. It's always having the internet on. You want to ensure that your phone is always turned up, the volume is always turned up, and of course, if you're computer savvy, if you're not computer savvy, there's a lot of online platforms where you can go online and type in messages, and it will speak. Then you can save that audio as your notification for your Facebook or your Fiverr account, so it will actually tell you when there's an order in the inbox. That will improve your response time greatly, because you'll hear the sound on your phone and you'll know that was there. You'll rush to it, and then you'll start texting in 5 minutes with the customer. So that will actually improve customers' feel of you. They want to come back. They're always online. They make up that they'll text you and they'll respond to them, and that's what keeps them coming. That's what keeps them motivated. And persons, customers want to know you're caring. You care about your product, your business, and you want to see them get to the best that they want to get.
Absolutely. Canisia says, get the Fiverr app, people. Get the Fiverr app. Winnie, Rohan wants to learn how to do that alert feature. So interview Orville on Zoom and figure out how we can do this.
Okay,
so
we will.
His other peers in team, Amanda, and the other teams can also learn how to do this, right?
Yep.
So very good. Donna says, Orville, I love your enthusiasm. Rohan's like, I need that alert feature thing he's doing right there. Canisia says, using Canva to create social media posts. She's using it to build her, local interest and local market. Good job. Sonia says, I can tell your happiness is always there, Orville. Great energy. So really good energy there. So, all right, guys, we've got to run. It's that time. I want you to put into the comments a big thank you to Orville for being here today. Thanks, Winnie, too. But Winnie is the one who actually said, you're the one who said let's interview Orville, weren't you? Didn't you say that, Winnie?
Yeah.
Right?
Thank you very much.
So she knew that Orville would be motivation to everyone listening, a brand new online entrepreneur, right? So Orville's brand new to this world and just excited and happy. And we know that you'll be in this forever. You will have your own business, even if you, end up doing other things, being a dentist, right? But you'll still always have your internet business here. If 2020 hasn't taught us anything, it has taught us that multiple streams of income are so important. That if we have the opportunity to create our own income and really learn how to do that, 2020 has taught us that is so important to do, right? That's such a big lesson that we have all learned. Nikisha says, Winnie rocks. She gave me my first order. Each one, teach one. Tashana says, thank you, Winnie and Orville. Tosh says, thank you. Andrew says, thank you for spending time with us, Winnie and Orville. Chinga, thank you. Giegana says, thank you. Johnson says, thank you, guys. Carol says, thank you. Canisia says, thank you. Do Right has a question here. I have 2 young children at home and I'm so scared to start. I know I have to devote time to the job. I wonder if 4 hours a day will help make money. So if somebody says they only have 4 hours right now to do some work, Winnie, what would you say to them?
Hey, 4 hours is better than no hours. Get to work.
Do it. Get to work.
Yeah, do it. Do it.
Right? And don't let the fear of success stop you from starting your own online business. You're not afraid that you don't have enough time. You're not afraid that the kids are going to distract you. You're afraid because you've seen so many people be successful that you say, what happens if I am successful and I'm building my own business? Can I do it? And the answer to that question is always yes. So don't be afraid of success. You deserve it. And I promise you, you can handle it. As long as you say, yes, this is something that I want. Yes, I'm a business owner. Yes, I'm ready for this and I'm hungry. And let me ask you something. Every day when you look at those 2 kids, that's your why right there. You have no bigger why in front of you right now than looking at those 2 kids. If you've ever wanted a reason to start an online business, just look at your 2 kids, right? Because that's why you're doing this, right? You're doing this not only so you can have a better life and, control your own time, which allows for better financial freedom, but right, you're doing this for those kids. Cherie says, would you say the same for single parents? Absolutely. Now, I don't have any kids. Winnie, you don't have any kids. Orville, you have any kids?
No, but my mommy has 2 kids, which is me and my sister. So
okay. So, we can't come to you from that angle, but like Lorette has 2 kids, a baby that's a year and a 7-year-old who talks nonstop. So, there are challenges. But do you know what Lorette does? And Winnie knows this, like she puts the kids to sleep at 7. And then we know Lorette is up till 1, 2 a.m., don't we, Winnie? Right?
Yep.
And so she structures her time. And, the hardest thing sometimes is to put that 7-year-old to bed because the 7-year-old wants to stay up till 11, but you're the parent, you set the rules, you do what you need to do to not only make sure that that child is healthy, but also that you can work on your online business. And then she makes her daughter also part of the business, right? So sit down with me. When I'm done with this graphics, I want to see what you think about it, right? You got to play with kids and make them feel important and part of it. And then you'll be able to, free up some time. So you need to see what you can do in your life as a single parent, especially the single moms, to make this happen for you, because it's those kids that you're doing this for. And you want to make sure that they have the best life possible. And you're the one that, the future depends on you. That's it. The future depends on you. So you have to make that decision. Are you going to say, yes, I can do this and figure it out? And trust me, when you start your business, you figure it out. Don't you guys? Right? You figure it out. You start to figure it out. You start to manage your time better. You start to figure out, how am I going to manage my kids, and my business at the same time, and things will fall into place. But if you are not hungry for it, if you don't really want it, you won't be successful at it. So you have to make sure that you want it, right? You want it as bad as I want it, as Winnie wants it, as Orville wants it, right? As Les Brown wants it. As Les says, you gotta be hungry, right?
You gotta be hungry.
So, Gigana, I'm putting in a lot of work, just not been successful with the buyer's request. Any suggestions? Make sure you have 7 gigs up. Always do the buyer's request. Go harder with the buyer's request. Orville said, make it specific. I put a buyer's request to get people to do work for me. And if I'm like, I need a social media campaign for a chiropractor who lives in Dallas, Texas, and then you reply back with nothing but, you know, the link to your gig, but then someone else replies back, hello, my Fiverr username. I understand that you want to do social media for a chiropractor who lives in Dallas. I've been doing social media, graphics for the past year, and I could do it for this chiropractor. I really look forward to it. Did you know that chiropractors have seen a 10% increase? Like Google it, Google some stats when they have social media images that make an impact, because images are more impactful than just text. And then I'd be like, what? I need this person in my life and I can't hit the buy button fast enough. So when you're responding, respond professionally and knowledgeably and stand out, right? So go and Google some statistics and come back with some statistics. Really look at how you can stand out. That's the thing with winning buyer's requests. It's not the price, a lot of people think that I have to have the lowest price. No, you just have to stand out as the best. When I'm picking someone, I have picked people who are 3, 4, 5 times the lowest price to do work for me because they stood out. And I'm saying I'd rather hire someone who understands the job, really wants to do it, has proven to me that this is something that they can do, than someone who just responded with their gig thing and, is a fifth of the price, but it's probably going to cost me more hassle. And how do I know that they definitely want it? So really, really stand out. And everything that you do, you should aim to stand out, stand above the rest, and always over deliver, right? Always over deliver. I put up a buyer request for social media images once, and the person sent me back an image. It had their watermark on it, so I couldn't use it. But they were like, well, this is draft 1 and something that I was thinking about. Not sure where we could go from here, but if you give me a little bit more to work off of, I can design better images. I'm like, yes, yes, yes. Right? So I put up a transcription for a buyer's request. And I put the link. I was like, this is the video that I'm going to want transcribed. Quote me on it. And somebody wrote back with the quote, but they also had transcribed like the first, paragraph. And they said, double check. I transcribed the first paragraph. You can double check to see my quality. And they had it completely right. And they were more expensive than the others, but they had already started. So I hired them. Think about how you can stand out, right? Think about how you can stand up. Claudia says, I was up till 4:30 this morning working on an order, then to work at 8:30. Go, Claudia.
That's awesome.
Yes. Simone says, my kids are my motivation. Claudia says, I can see my future rewards already. Yes. Tosh says, stand out from the crowd. Cherie says, my toddler is my constant motivation. Yes, yes, yes. Sheila, thank you all. I could not comment earlier, but it's so inspiring to listen to success stories. You want to go for it big time. Tosh says, over deliver every time. Gigiana says, thank you, Alicia Orville. And Winnie, Carrie says, study the top sellers in your category on Fiverr and emulate them. So that's it, guys. That's all we've got for you today, but it was great. And I just want to, once again, thank Orville and Winnie for being here. Everybody type thank you in the comments. They see them. So they took the time out of their busy day and out of the businesses that they're running to be here today to inspire and motivate you. Winnie, along with Lorette, put together an amazing deal for 50% off any course that you want to take with Internet Income Jamaica for the next 7 days. If you know our offers, when they expire. So you better jump in and get it quickly. To take advantage of it, go to internetincomejamaica.com/courses, pick a course, and at the checkout, use the coupon code HALF OFF. please do me a favor right now. Click that share button. Share this on your page, on social media. Share this with friends. Mention them in the comments. And let's continue to inspire not just our country of Jamaica when he's in the U.S. right now. I'm in the U.S. right now. But let's continue to inspire people globally that there are opportunities for them and they just need to go out and create them. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.